great day to be on a sailboat. A lot of wind to use today. The rain is gone, but in its wake, we've had the wind throughout the overnight and into this morning. It's going to be cool the next couple of days, and then we have a warm up. So those are our big weather headlines. But the good thing is that area of low pressure that brought the rain and wind is now centered over the Canadian Maritimes. And behind this is the reason we do have those blustery conditions. It's even brought in some cooler air. You can see some flakes that are flying across New York State and some more of that snowfall across Canada. Temperatures out there cool, especially in Worcester, 49 degrees still. Low to mid 50s elsewhere, and the west wind is anywhere from about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Sustained gusts a little bit stronger. Still have the strongest gusts through the Worcester Hills and also across Cape Cod and the island. So that wind is going to make it feel about several degrees chillier than what your air temperature actually reads. Windy this morning. By this afternoon, yes, we'll still hold on to the breeze out of the west-northwest, but it's just not going to be quite as strong. High temperatures today ranging in the mid 50s for a lot of us, while across southeast Mass, that's where it's going to be more mild, and it already is a little bit more mild there in the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees across the islands. Any of the rain from the area of low pressure stays well to our north. Some models have been trying to drag in some moisture. Any of this is really going to be confined to areas north of Route 2, maybe within the Worcester Hills. And I think the best shot at any sprinkles is going to be into tomorrow morning across Cape Cod and the islands, while the rest of us have some clouds. And it is going to be cool with a slight breeze, feeling chillier in the low to mid 40s. You want to grab a thicker jacket at the bus stop for your kids, or also if you're on a morning run. Into the afternoon, some clouds as high temperatures are headed for the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees. Across the country, it's quiet weather today, but there are some frost advisories, freeze warnings that are going up through the overnight for areas like the Ohio River Valley. For us, some towns with the best shot at getting some of the first frost of the season is going to be into Tuesday morning. I think that's going to be for areas north and west, as temperatures are falling generally into a range of the upper 30s. From there on Tuesday, we're rebounding closer to average for this time of year into the upper 50s, close to 60 degrees. We've had this trough that's been nearby. That's going to go out. In its wake, high pressure and a ridge is going to build across the eastern U.S., and this is going to drive up our temperatures, especially heading into Thursday and Friday. We keep this dry pattern around with the above average high temperatures close to 70 degrees for a good chunk of the end of the week with mild overnight lows. I want to give a weekend weather shout out to the third graders over at Lincoln-Hancock Elementary in Quincy. I talked to them earlier this month. We had a really good time, and one of the things that we do talk about when I do these school visits is how high pressure can bring happy weather. And looking at the forecast, you might think that by the end of the week, as we'll have a little bit more sunshine, temperatures in the 70s, and even better news, it looks like for now next weekend might actually remain dry.